Hi, sabi desu. Please like and sabi desu. Alright, hey guys, how are you doing? It has been a while since I uploaded. I know I've been gone for a while. Reason being that I was getting new PC. It took me like a week, like a few days, and then I had to set it up and stuff. And then when I was about to record the other day, I got my earpiece nated, and then like I was gone, so I had to wait for new headphones. And okay, now I'm all set and I'm ready. Okay, so today I'm gonna show you guys my infinite standard run. So usually I just play infinite mode, and what I try to do is get as much damage as I can and get like hella damage, like 30 million plus, and then I get like 15 gems per click, so I get like 150 gems per go. And then I think I die at wave 50 or something. Yeah, so I'm just gonna skip right ahead. Okay, and we are loaded in. Okay, so infinite mode, this is my loadout here. I have 3 support. Usually I just go like this. Of course, this isn't the best loadout possible, like the combination, but like I lack the characters. Like I don't have Mihawk, so yeah. And then my XP thingy thing, it's not a lot too, so I don't have a lot of XP farm, so I can't really use like the units that I want to. Of course I have to grind for them, but until then I will be farming like this with my ace and my who's this, my ace, Nezuko, and Toga. These 3 are actually these two are my main damager, and then the rest are like support. So yeah. Like Toga is for bleeding enemies, and then I have Bulma for money, Chachinga Chachinga. Oh my god. And then I have Irwin buffing damage, and then Light Yagami to like beat and Nini everyone, like boom, swipe. That's how you get past to wave 50. If you don't have Light Yagami, you're not gonna get wave 50, like for reals. And then yeah, my Nezuko basically AoE damager, boom, everybody die. And then my ace is for air units. It's a cliff unit for air enemies, of course. And then yeah, that's basically the description and for all my troops, what they are used for, such. Of course, in infinite mode it'd be better doing duo. It used to be solo better, but now they increased the cap of units, so you can put down like if you play duos, both of you can put 48, but it used to be like 48 divided by number of players, but they increased the cap for multiplayer, so now it's better to do duos with your friends, or trios. It's 32 units, and then for 4 people, I don't know, because I never played with 4 before. But anyways, yeah, right now I can put like some Bulmas, and then my ace will take out. Why is it lagging? Disgusting. What the heck? Yeah, right now anyways, my ace will take out them. Ace is a very good unit. Like, it's good for starting in every single map. Like, he does, again, burn damage is times 5 of base damage, so like 44 times 5, it's around like 200 damage. So in like one shot, 200 damage is kind of like, bruh, it's a lot, So Ace very good unit. I know like his single target, some people like sleep on him, but like a single target doesn't mean bad, Like you could put down like 5 Ace, which will be what I will do, and then he can like literally nene for like start around. You just put down a bunch of aces. Alright, and then I just wanna put down as much Boma as I can before the units pull up to nene me completely. What I mean by nene is like kill me, I guess, but like just need to put the bare minimum amount of aces to hold off the horde. And then with my extra money, I can upgrade my Bulma. Yes. Right, so I kind of forgot about this dude. Now it's gonna pass by, but of course I'm not gonna let him name me. But like usually in like story mode I would, but like, you know, I'm hella rich, so it never mind, just wasted my money there. I have to wait for the wave skip thing. Oops. Alright, there you go. Now I have the money back. And then what I can do is I can put down this ace here and then upgrade one time, and then oops, I just upgraded him twice. Oops, that's okay. I have hella money, so like my Bulma is level 80, so I don't have to worry about like my progression or anything. I will have like excess money. Now of course this isn't the ideal deck. I would say the ideal deck would be 1, 2, 3, 3 of them here, plus Mihawk, Gear 4 Luffy, and one time stopper like Jotaro or Dio. But I think Jotaro would be better. Otherwise, if I get Mihawk, I'm gonna replace Ace with Mihawk, use Jotaro, and Gear 4 Luffy. Actually not so soon, because I still need to level them up before they become useful. Yeah, but otherwise all my units here level 80 except for Toga. But it's okay, she's not a main damage dealer. I just need her to make the units bleed. But Toga is a good starting unit, like Ace as well. Just put her down at like the back, and then you set her as your strongest, and then you can like watch her kill everyone, like no cap. Okay, but anyways, as you can see, my Bulma's all max, so my money, I can spend them however I want. I'm rich now, like rich as heck. You feel me? So like, usually I just drop one Nezuko and then put one Toga in this corner. Upgrade to max. Oh my god, why lag? Go to the kill itself. Then put last and last for her, so she stabs like new units which enter zone, so practically almost everyone. And then another Nezuko. Actually, one is enough to take care of for a very long time, as long as you have Togas constantly stabbing everyone. Other than that, the air units, of course you'll have to take care of them by placing cliff units, but I have aces at the back, so no need to worry. So wave 16 is still chill and all, like, it's chill. Hey yo, what the fuck? What the heck? Okay. Sure. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can put one here and one here. Voila. Done. Then max Togas, max Nezuko, max them all. Okay, now it's left Erwin, and like, okay, here is the most important part of placement. Okay, so you wanna pull out your Erwin. Now Erwin's an excellent unit for sure. Yeah, definitely you wanna have him in your infinite rounds. If you only have like, if you're doing duos, only one if you need to bring it, but unless it's like level 1 or something. But if it's level 80, you just one person needs to bring it. So over here, usually Erwin, what he does, you know, he buffs units and all, but like it's up to a cap of 200%. So basically what that means is that your ace plus 200% means times 3 of base damage. So it's 300% in total. Okay, so like he does like 800 and something damage instead. And Nezuko here would do like 2400 instead. Don't believe me? Hold up. Okay, before I show you the damage buff, we have to place them down, of course. So how do you want to go place them down? Okay, so you need to cluster all your units together to make this the most efficient. You can just spread them out. Okay, so what I like to do is use my Nezuko as a range estimator thing. Okay, so Max Erwin, as you can see, his range is small, so you can't tell. So make sure you place him right the first time because you can't sell him again. So if you screw up, you're gone, man. Restart game, no count. Okay, you don't have to restart the game, but you just get like lane. You can't go as far as you expected, maybe. Like placement, super duper important. So you want to get everyone that's useful inside the range. So see my Nezuko, range 25. My Erwin will be 33, so you can kind of estimate like a little bit out more. So I'll put like my Nezuko here and look at the range, and then I put down my press 5 and then change to Erwin and put him down. So if I upgrade him, just as I thought, all these, this gap I will use, very important. Okay, so next, my second Erwin. So thing about Erwin is he's not just buff one time. You can actually stack his buff. If you didn't know, like what you want to do is put down another Erwin, and it's like one for all transferring power, like no cap man, like for reals. Okay, so what you want to do is click your Erwin and go to the edge. Okay, hover your mouse over, make sure it doesn't like overlap with the units here. So definitely you don't want to put your other Erwin here, otherwise this Erwin will buff these units instead and not the last one. And we're gonna do some triple buff things, so you'll understand later on if you don't know about this yet. So upgrade this one, and see it's in a range, so you can pass on the buff to him. See, I use the buff thingy, right? And then now he's buffed 169 damage. And then if I were to buff him, like he's off on cooldown right now, but if I were to buff him, he would have like the double stack buff thingy thing. So I've calculated it before. So for a level 1 Erwin, it will be from the first one 50% buff of everything. So this unit, everything will get 50% bonus damage. And then if I were to stack with another Erwin, it will become half of the percentage, so it become 25. And then I stack again, it's like 12.5, and it gets halved again and halved again and halved again. But now with Erwin max level at 80, you only need 3 Erwins in total. Last time, not last time, but more like at level 1 you would need, even at 8 Erwins stacking together, it wouldn't even get 200%, which is the max buff. Now with 3 only at level 80, they get to the max buff. So like, okay, let me show you, yeah? So to the corner again, and to the corner, corner 5. Okay, moving a little right, and then okay, as long as it's in the range. The dots don't count, by the way, it's the edge of the circle thing, just make sure it's inside. Okay, the reason why you put him so edge is because you don't want like other units in the way. Okay, so let me show you. So I buff once, this guy gets it, buff again, he gets it, and then he just like, it's like a Wi-Fi signal cable thingy thing, like a repeater. They'll just like pass on information or something like that, and then everyone gets the buff. So you can see, and then Nezuko does like 2400 damage with only 3 Erwins at level 80, like 200% cap already. So what you want to do to keep the buff up forever, okay, forever, like no cap times 3, okay, not really forever, as long as you keep, you know, managing well your micro abilities. Okay, so what you want to do is put down another Erwin here right beside your Erwin, make sure you got the same range, and then you will put it quite close. Okay, and then the last one, put them right here. Okay, so like this. If I were to buff, this one is in cooldown. Oh, it's off cooldown now. But okay, so this thing is regenerating. So every time you click Shinzo Sasaki, it lasts for 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Yeah, it lasts for 30 seconds. And then the cooldown afterwards, as soon as you click the button, it's 1 minute. So after 30 seconds, you will need to wait for another 30 seconds for the ability to come back. But as you can see, I have another Irwin. So when this runs out of buff, I can buff again, and then boom, you get it again. And then this thing goes on cooldown. But when this thing is finished, the buff that we have here, this cooldown is already over. So you can do it again and again and again and again. So just make sure you have your eyes on everyone's access. Make sure they constantly have it, especially at wave 40 plus. Definitely need them all. Like your units, your base units, times 3 the damage. So they become like times 3 stronger. And you know how like the scaling goes like sicko mode at like the later part. So definitely if you want to go past like to like wave 50 or something, you for sure you need Irwin. Otherwise you gonna get nay, like for reals. Okay, so anyways, when it comes to placing units right now, after you place down your Irwin, you want to make sure they are all in the circle. Make sure they are out of this circle too, otherwise they will get this buff instead, the second buff. So you want them to get the last buff, which is the 200%. I think the second buff is only like 169% or something, or 150, something like that. So you want to make sure they get maximum buff, like maximum. So what you want to do is make sure that they're not inside the circle. So I basically can just put them anywhere in here. So what I do, like this, like this, like this. Ah shit, I didn't put them right. Oof. Okay, that's fine. This one. Ugh. You can check if you put your units right by just buffing, and then you can see if they have the cross above their head, means you put them right. And then yeah, I want to set my priorities here, set to strongest, and then the rest to be first, because I just want them to take down the air units as fast as they can, like the front one. And then this two will constantly make the 2 air units at the back take burn damage, you know. So that's what I do usually. And then you can place down 2 more Irwins, but like you can put them here and buff like the front units, but it's kind of pointless because the Togas don't really, you shouldn't really depend on them for damage. Like it's just 3 of them anyways, unless you have like a platoon of Mihawks here, and then you can like put 2 while your main is in front. But you should keep everyone together close. So these 2 Irwins, I don't know man, you can go and put them at the side, make them be sad or something and alone, but like you don't really need to put it down, just 2. Unless your Irwin is not max level, then with 2 extra Irwins you can make it to 200% cap for sure, if you stack them 4 or something like that. But yeah, okay, so right now, oh yeah, my last unit, I haven't put down my Light Yagami. Okay, Light Yagami, the best spot to put Light Yagamis in the map is this area. Wow, where my mouse is at, this whole square. You see? This whole area. So what I do usually, just make sure that you don't put them inside these places. So I can just put like my, for 6, put out my light here. Ayo. Okay. Yo, I started sweating. I was like, ayo, I know I didn't put them inside there. Otherwise I'm gonna reach. But it's cool. Okay. Then I can put this here, here, and then one more light. Boom. Okay, so you can put them here, and then if you upgrade them, see? Everything here. All in the range. And then this is important too, this part, you see? See this strip line, is good to get this too. It's kind of long, so you do get like some units, you know? So yeah, if I were to upgrade all my Light Yagami, Okay, I'm out of buckaroos, but it only take a while for my money to come back, and then I don't need to upgrade anything anymore. And then the only thing I will need to click is my Irwin buff and my light Yakami. But otherwise I'm good. Okay, so it's wave 39 now. As you can see, the scaling is kinda doo-doo. It went from like 8k damage to 13k. It's the highest jump. But it's not too much for me to take anyways. Well, they're kinda like dying here, so they have 20k health. Yeah, they're kinda like dying here. So until they reach this point, I can just like chill out and like not sweat. Well, you see, my Togas are making them constantly bleed. Like, if I set them to last, whenever a new unit comes in, they just bleed instantly. New unit comes in, get bleed instantly. New unit comes in, bleed instantly. If I set her to first, she might just focus on units that are in front and just miss out some. But like, I just like using last, you know? Okay, so now it's wave 41. As you can see, they're kind of pulling up, so like I'm kind of like getting nated, but you know, this isn't my limit. Definitely can go way further than this. So they have like 20k health, so what do? That's why we have Irwin. That's how we get past this wave 9000 stupid thing. Okay, not 9000, what am I talking about? Wave 40. The wave 40 phase, you know? So after wave 40, this is where the game gets try hard mode, and you know how to get 38. Like, being able to do 38k damage, like in the whole of 10 wave span, it just goes up to like 38,000 at 38 million. Is like, I'm gonna do an additional 34 million. So how I'm gonna do that is when I upgrade these. I mean, I use the Shinzo Sasageyo thingy thing, and then I just buff everyone. They just times 3 the damage, and then later I have my light Yagami to nene all the units with like 200k HP, 100k HP, something like that. Yeah. So until then, I will be dealing with these guys. Okay, so wave 41. Okay, so wave 41 is when the air units kind of pull up, and that's where even I have troubles and I kind of sweat. It's cause, alright, I'm gonna buff again. Okay, so I kind of sweat cause like air units have like 48k health, and then the only thing that does damage is these aces. So like, bruh, and then they're gonna get past. Right, they are gonna get past. So the only thing I can kill them with is the Death Note. Unless I have Mihawk, because they would still be constantly shooting them. So I have no choice now but to like use one of my Death Notes. It can't be helped at like wave 41. So from this wave onwards, I'm gonna start using my Death Notes and all. So as you can see, new units come in, and when they pull up, I have my Irwin ready, and then I'm buffing them. Okay, make sure you skip every wave. Okay, so over here, alright, make sure when you buff your units, make sure you don't overlap the buff. Okay, so like, if this buff cooldown goes off and then they still have the buff, do not press this button. Do not, because if you do buff a unit which already has like the buff on their head, it's not gonna buff them at all. So you're just gonna waste this, they're not gonna have the buff, and then 2 seconds later they're gonna have the buff off their head, and then you're gonna be like, oh shit, I didn't even buff them at all, and then you know, you get like whipped and nanite. So like yeah, you're gonna get nanite on if you do that. So make sure you don't do that by accident. Just make sure like that thing is off the head before you do it. Okay, so you gotta constantly make sure that you have buff swap. Oh my god, what? Bruh. Didn't upgrade him. Okay, make sure you have like constantly buff every unit. So this one's gonna run out soon. So every 30 seconds they're gonna run out of the buff, and then you gotta prepare your other set. And then let's see, a buff. So they have like, okay, and you're gonna die to Nezuko. As long as they don't get through, you don't have to use your Death Note. Maybe until this point. Like you wanna like let them reach as far as possible, but you gotta keep track of your Aryan buff too. Like sometimes they might reach this point and then you realize, hey yo, my unit's no buff no more, so like you can't really kill the units here. So you gotta make sure there's still ample time for them to walk to this point. Just make sure you have buffed your Irwin recently. There's a large gap in between. Okay, so these air units definitely I have to take down with my Death Note. So I'm gonna wait for them to reach like, I don't know, at this point maybe. I still have like 15 seconds maybe. So okay, I can just wait for this first X to disappear. And then, oh yeah. Good indication would be the first X disappearing. That's to tell you that the buff is going off. You see, gone, and then gone. So they go off one by one. So that's a good indication. I gotta make sure the buff. Okay. So also you have to count how many Death Notes you used. Otherwise you're gonna lose track and then you're gonna be like, hey yo, I'm out of Death Notes, but I didn't count. So like you're not sure how many Death Notes you used already, and then sometimes it's gonna throw you out of order. So I now know I have 2 Death Notes used. Okay, this guy definitely has to be Death Noted, so I'm gonna use another note. Okay, the buff is going off, so I'm gonna use it. Otherwise, okay, that gap may have been enough for me to quickly buff again, but it's kind of risky. Like if you miss killing them, or like if you miss having the buff and like Death Noting, you're gonna do like 1 times of the damage instead of 3 times. So you might just do like 35,000 damage, and then the guy had 50k HP, so you're like, oh my god, he didn't die, and then you're gonna use another note. And then the back units, these guys, they're gonna go, what the hell? 15k HP, what the? Bruh, I ain't trying to use 15k to kill them. Ah shit. Okay, whatever. If only I had Mihawk. If only I had Mihawk. Okay, so this Death Note not used. Gonna use the Death Note, wait for them to walk a little bit more to the back. I don't want to waste on some sneezily decelerates. Just keep an eye on my Irwin buffs. Okay, swipe. Ah shit, here we go again. And they're running hella fast too, so like you're not gonna wait for units to come by. Sheesh. Okay, I have 4 shots left. Okay, so I'm gonna wait for this stupid guy to like. Okay, there you go. Okay, so this one's gonna run out soon. And okay, buff. Then get ready to Death Note again. Okay, wait 50. Okay, so you gotta keep track of their health, because sometimes you'll need like 2 Death Notes to kill them. Like if they have more than 100k HP. And definitely you're gonna need 2. Like this guy. This one's gonna need 2. But just make sure. Get this guy. Okay, dead. Oh my god, what? Bro, I almost screwed up. I didn't count the muscular health. I almost got nated by them. Oh my god. Okay, yeah, but I think I'm gonna like, I think I'm left with 1 shot. Let's check my Death Notes. Yeah, this is left with 1 shot. They're gonna die, they're gonna die, they're gonna die, they're gonna... This guy's gonna kill me. Sheesh. Okay. 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 So I'm gonna die like here. Unfortunately. Sedge. No way. Bruh. Yeah, I could have been wave 52, but you know, I think I screwed up one of the rounds. Those 15k HP guys shouldn't have taken down one of my death notes. What the heck? But okay, at least I hit like wave 50. So you know, when you hit wave 50, you're gonna get 5 XP 1 units, or no, not necessarily 5 XP. You're gonna get 5 XP units. So that's like the most possible, or for like, okay, not the most possible, but like for wave 50, and then 5 XP. You only need, say you get 5 EXP 1, you only need 6 EXP 1 to get an EXP 3. So you just need to play another time, and then you can get 1 EXP 3. If you do get unlucky and get everything XP 1, and then you'll still have 4 XP 1 units as spare. So not only that, you also get like 1 bajillion gems. So if I were to click slowly, 1, 2, oh, that didn't count. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 times 15, 180. So that was 180 gems in one go. What the heck? That's like a lot. And then this too. Woo! And then, yeah, okay, so per run, 5 EXP 1 units at least, and then 150 gems at least. It's like, sheesh! Well, I got 180 gems. So like, it's a lot. It's a lot. So, okay, if I were to upgrade. Yeah, make sure if you want to feed your units, make sure you're feeding them with XP 3s, not XP 1s. Definitely XP 3s much more. Then I can... There you go, another XP 3. So, it would take 15 XP 3s to... 15 XP 3s plus 1 normal 3-star to get a level 1 unit all the way to level 80. Otherwise you can just like give one and then he'll be level 20. I'm not gonna do that though. But usually you want to get your units to at least level 20, because like a level 20 is easy to get. So if you're using a level 1 unit, you want to get him to 20. I know I do use Jotaro, and like he's not 20, but like I don't know, I only use him for stop time, so not too important, not too dependent on him. So yeah, otherwise, let me check the banner. Okay, got nothing. Okay, yeah, otherwise, that's it. I hope you enjoyed the video, and you know, maybe if you have liked Yagami of any of these units, I hope you have learned something from this new video. If you haven't been able to make it to like wave 50 or like 40, at least I hope I have told you some stuff that it would help you in your wave progression. So yeah, other than that, have a nice day. Sayonara.